Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week coming along so far? I know it's only the beginning of the week, but hopefully you're off to a good start to the week. Hopefully you're all off to a good start to the day. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. But the game still needs to be played. We're not going to give up on the season, are we? Are there concerns? There's absolutely concerns. Are we worried? We should be worried. Absolutely. You're down two starters. You're down two starters. You're down a batter. You're down a big bat. I mean, there's definitely concerns. There's definitely concerns, and but if folks are concerned, I mean, absolutely, you should be. I mean, I'm definitely a little bit worried, but we're going to talk about all that. I'm choppy again. All right. Oh my God, why does this keep happening? Folks in the chat, let me know if I'm choppy. I thought I had this all figured out. So let me know, please. But yeah, let me know if I'm coming in choppy. I'll say what's up to the chat here momentarily. Nosebleed section saying sometimes. Okay. It's okay. So if it's sometimes, it's definitely not my internet connection. I think it has to do, I really think it's StreamYard. It's not me. So Brad is saying, yeah, choppy. Ray is saying that I'm not choppy. I did hear about Twitter being down. Yeah, I heard Twitter was having some issues. OBS. Yeah, I mean, I know OBS is one. Oops, sometimes. Okay, weird. I don't know. Again, I don't know why this is happening. Only occasionally. Yeah, I know folks talk about OBS, but I know Max over there, Max Coverage. Shout out to him. He uses OBS, but he was having some issues too. So let's see what happens. But let me say what's up to the folks in the chat real quick. I don't want to waste any more time here. Let's say what's up to Jacob, John the Beagle Dad, Susan, what is going on? Joe, what's up? Stephen B, Spinning Mantis, Dev Finch, JT. Who else we got? We got Gusto in the building. What up, Gusto? We got Jacob Frederick, Nosebleed, Ray, Brad. Who else? Mr. Coconuts, what's going on? We got Izzy, what up? Izzy, thanks for tuning in. What's up? DM, what's going on? Marvin the Martian, Orbital Bombardment System. It's a good one. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Sorry if I'm coming in choppy. I promise it's not me. I really think it's StreamYard. Because Ace was also having these issues too, as well. So Max's issues are with his computer. Okay, yeah, I thought it was OBS. What's up, Chris? What's up? So, listen. So let's get right into it. Can the Yankees overcome adversity? Are they going to be able to overcome the injuries that the roster has sustained? Are they going to be able to, have a successful season with the guys that they currently have right now? Hopefully, there aren't any more injuries in this spring training. Because they have several guys that are hurt. The three big ones, obviously, is Garrett Cole, Luis Hill, and Giancarlo Stanton. Now, Giancarlo Stanton is supposed to get his his PRP injections for a third time today. So I am not hopeful for Giancarlo Stanton. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see him play at all this season. I really don't. If he's still having issues with 2 PRP injections and he's going in for a third, I'm honestly I'm a little bit concerned. That does concern me. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen right now. But if I had to guess, I don't think he's coming back, or I don't think he's gonna play this season. I really don't. I don't see a chance of that happening. I think he's gonna have to get surgery this offseason. Or not this or this season, and he's not gonna play. And what does the future look like for him? I don't know. I don't know. Because obviously he'll have to get surgery on his elbows. Then where does that leave him in the future? When it's Garrett Cole, right? When it comes to Garrett Cole, is that he has been recommended to get Tommy John surgery. The question is he going to get Tommy John surgery? I know he's going to seek a second opinion. That's what the Yankees are saying, that he's going to get a second opinion. However, with the second opinion, I don't know. I think I don't know. I think the second opinion is also going to say, hey, you're probably going to get Tommy John surgery. And honestly, I think as of right now, I don't think he should risk it. I think he's going to have to get it. I think he's going to have to get Tommy John surgery, and he's going to be out for the season. We're going to have to roll with what we have, right? The Yankees are going to have to roll with what they have. I mean, at least to get Luis Hill back sometime, around June, July, depending on how things go with him. So, once they get Luis Hill back, okay, cool. Now they got another starter back. It's gonna improve their rotation, but missing Cole, though, I mean, again, that's a big piece to our starting rotation. The question is though, do we think that he should have just gotten the Tommy John surgery last year? I'll ask that question to you all right now. Do you think he should have gotten it last year? Because my thing is this: I understand if he, I understand if that was like a last resort and he didn't have to, right? And 2024 was a big year, especially with having Juan Soto. But do we think that do we think that he should have just gotten it last year, or was it the right decision for him to get the PRP injection because of Juan Soto, and that was their best chance to win? Right now, I will say I did agree with him skipping the surgery last season because, again, 2024 was their best season to win, especially with Juan Soto. This season, none of us thought that that Garrett Cole would potentially miss some time, but here we are. So I think this time around he's gonna have to get the Tommy John surgery. The Tommy John surgery, and then look to come back next season. So a little it's complicated, right? It's a hard situation that the Yankees are in, but I do feel as though that he's gonna have to he's gonna have to get Tommy John surgery, and he's gonna come back next season. Am I still coming in glitchy? Sorry, I keep seeing the comments. A couple of you are saying I'm coming in glitchy. I don't know why this is happening. It's been an issue over the last few live streams, and I don't know why. get to a couple of players. So he says that, yeah, could be. I am a bit. Oh my god. All right. I'll try to keep going before I have to refresh my page. And I know where Brad's going to say a blank NFE is a lot better. I'm already ready for the comment, Brad. Now, as far as the opt out goes, though, let me ask you all this with Garrett Cole. As far as the opt out, you think the Yankees should have let him walk and use that money elsewhere? Because honestly, I do feel I know hindsight's 2020, but can you imagine though? Can you imagine if the Yankees did in fact let him walk? If how fans would have reacted? I mean, they then what their offseason would have been. They lost Juan Soto and they lost Garrett Cole. What did they do? Right? I mean, I think it was only right that they got Cole back. I'm glad they didn't let Cole walk. But I know some fans were saying, "Oh, well, then they should have let him walk." But a guy like Cole, you don't let him walk, especially with his contract. And you look at his contract now; it's a team friendly contract compared to the contracts that are given out now. So Nosebleed's saying they called his bluff. Cole changed his mind because both sides knew the elbow was an issue. True. No, because Cole's great when healthy. If they let him walk, fans would be a pot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Susan. It's like there's some fans out there now saying that, oh, well, they should have let him walk and use that money elsewhere. But imagine an offseason losing Garrett Cole and Juan Soto. They lost Juan Soto, but imagine if they let Garrett Cole walk and he wasn't a New York Yankee. Then what? Because of the fact that, they would have to get two starters, right? I mean, yeah, they landed Max Fried, but then they would have to land another starter, right? And could they have been able to land another big starter outside of Max Fried, right? I'm glad that they got Max Fried, because if they didn't sign Max Fried, the rotation was going to be suspect. Even with Cole in rotation was suspect. So, if they let Cole walk, they would have to get two starters. Max Fried, they signed Max Fried, but they would have to get another starter on top of that. Right? I don't know. I highly doubt they would have. Well, I could be wrong, but I doubt that they would have gone Will Warren and Marcus Stroman. I don't think they would have thought that at the time. That's what I think. Right? I mean, eventually, they traded away Nestor Cortez. I mean, I didn't think Nestor Cortez was going to be a starter for this season anyway, regardless of what happened this offseason. I think a lot of us had a feeling that he was probably going to get traded, and eventually he did. But yeah, Doran, hopefully I'm saying your name right, Doran. Cortez for Williams was a no-brainer. I completely agree with that. Graham's saying if Cole gets Tommy John, they will go look at Alcantara. I think they're going to look at a few people if they are looking for anybody. I know for a few weeks now I've been saying that the Yankees aren't going to get anybody. They're done spending money. But again, being down two starters now and you're down one big bat, I think this might, again, I think this might light a fire under Hal. Okay. And who do they go after is the question. I mean, Alcantara, yeah, he's an option. I suppose they could call the Padres and ask for Michael King or Dylan Cease, but the asking prices for these pitchers are going to be extremely high. Because the Yankees are in a bit of a desperate situation right now, right? I know we were talking about JD Martinez recently. Do the Yankees look for a way to sign him? I read somewhere JD Martinez was looking for a $10 million deal, but that's a hard pass for me. I'm not giving JD Martinez $10 million. No way. So, I don't know. The Yankees again. They're in a tough situation. All right. I know. I want to see this comment. Susan was saying, she has high hopes for Warren. Not really sure about Stroman. I think I have hopes for Warren. I mean, I liked what I like what I'm seeing from him in the spring training. He's looked fantastic. I believe he is the starting pitcher today. I will pull up the lineup. He is the starting pitcher in today's game. And speaking of pitchers, Clark Schmidt, folks, is going to be making his spring training debut tomorrow. So that is at least that there is some good news there. Right? So yeah, I have, I'm hoping Will Warren can hold it down. He looked promising. He looked promising this spring. The spring training, he's impressed. Marcus Stroman, I think, if he can hold it down in the first half, just like he did in 2024, I think he could do well in this first half. Second half is always a question mark with him. We saw that last season. We've seen that in the past with Marcus Stroman, but as far as 2025 goes, he hopefully he has a good first half like he did last season, and he can overcome he can overcome the doubts and prove people wrong. I would like for him to have a good second half. I think that would be great. If he can have a good year overall, not just a good first half, I would love for Marcus Stroman to have a good second half as well. I think we all would. So, Clayton Beater on the IL. Any idea when he get him back? They haven't said anything about Clayton Beater. Yeah, I know Michael King would only be a rental, and I'd be okay with him being a rental. But again, I think the Yankees would have to give up a lot, right? But again, do I think the Yankees can overcome adversity? Do I think they could overcome? All right, let me be higher than on Cease. Yeah, probably. You might be right. Folks, give me 1 second. Let me try to refresh this, and I'll be right back. Hold on. I am so sorry. All right, folks, I am back. Or how am I doing? Am I still coming in choppy? Let me know in the chat, please. Let's see. Big Rich, so far okay. Cool. All right. Thank you all. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, Cole's injury broke StreamYard for sure. Right now, it's okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, my internet connection's fine. I've been using my laptop, my phone. It's connected to my Wi-Fi. Everything is fine, but don't know what the issue is. Ah, Yeah, you think Hal steps in the situation, tells Cash, do what you have to do? I hope, man. That would be awesome. What up, Erica? Good to see you. And shout out to Dev, man. Dev Finch, you are the man, dude. Been a member for 10 months now. You are the man. You've been a loyal member. You're a loyal subscriber, so I do appreciate your support as always. I got music being played in the background, Nosebleed. I just have it muted. Hey, Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? How you doing? What's up? What's up? Jacob Frederick, will I be covering Guardians Yankees? I'm sure I will. So, give me 1 sec. I'm just sending a quick text. I do apologize. All right, thanks for letting me know, Erica. Yeah, I had to refresh it real quick and see what happens, but I'm not, Are the Air Force doing anything in your area? I'm being serious, by the way. What are you talking about, Graham? If I was Stan, I'd sit out the season, go for the surgery. I understand he wants to play, but sometimes you have to save a player from himself. Well, and that's the problem too, right? With these injuries, sometimes players aren't always honest about how they're feeling, right? I mean, we didn't, none of us knew, right? None of us knew about Giancarlo's elbows being hurt, and apparently that was a big problem with him during the playoffs. So we had no idea. I had no idea, and I don't think any of us did. He looked fine to us. And shout out to Ken for being a member of the Strike Zone. Appreciate you, Ken. No play-by-play today. I'm not doing a play-by-play. So, and it looks like I got ready to go. Cool. Gave me the thumbs up. Sweet. Let me set this up. Welcome.
What up? The internet's burning, man.
For real, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, this is frustrating.
Things are bad in Yankee land. And it looks like it's over when you go on the internet. So yeah, it's crazy. But what's going on?
Not a whole lot. I'm just, kind of chatting it up right now with the folks. And, obviously we know Garrett Cole's going to get a second opinion, but honestly, I'm already sold that he is going to get Tommy John surgery. Like, I've already mentally prepared myself for that. So
same. Yeah. I have prepared that Stanton and Cole are not going to be on this team this season. So it's unfortunate, but you know what? You just got to hope that other guys step up. It is what it is. There's a lot of other teams that throughout the season, it's 162 games, they can deal with their own form of injuries. There's other aces out there that are going to go down in the season. So for people to come, go on the internet and say that it's over is crazy, considering the Dodgers won the World Series. Now they are loaded offensively. Like, obviously I know there is a difference. They're loaded offensively, but they came out and did it with one of their original starting pitchers. So, it's hard to say that you give up on the season. And I understand that, this makes the road to a World Series much more difficult, but there are things that can be done to, make this team slightly better than what it is now. There's trades that can be made. You just have to pivot, and we got to trust in Cashman. That's the only problem, trusting in Cashman. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you think you think now though with being down 2 starters, being down 1 big bat, I know for a few weeks I've been saying that the Yankees are probably not going to spend any more money or trade for any other players. They're going to go with what they have. Do you think at this point, again, being down 2 starters and a big bat, you think they make a move because of the situation that they're in?
My gut tells me no. But it will be telling, honestly, to the fans on how Cashman pivots. If he does make a move, then you know that he's actually all in. If he doesn't, which I don't really think he will, until he sees what this team puts out on the field as they are built at the moment. If he feels the need to, stop hugging the prospects and make a big trade, I think he'll do it at the trade deadline. I think that this is the team that he's gonna go into the season with, and it gives him another excuse. It's an excuse that he's used in the past. Like, I've done enough to make a World Series caliber team, but injuries, got in the way. Like he's used this excuse before, and that's why I think he's gonna just see what the product is on the field with what they have with the young guys. There's a lot of young guys that got to prove it. There's a lot of, there's a Goldschmidt that's on a 1-year deal. And I think if they're able to stay afloat and look competitive enough and look good enough, then he'll decide what he's going to do at the trade deadline.
Yeah. So now let's talk about the rotation, because now the rotation, right? I'm just going to go without Garrett Cole. Like he's not part of the rotation for me as far as I'm concerned. Max Fried, if you're going to, I guess you could say Carlos Rodon at the number 2 spot. Number 3 would be Clark Schmidt, who's pitching tomorrow, by the way, and against Baltimore. Marcus Stroman, Will Warren. That's probably your 5-man right there. And then you got Carlos Carrasco, who could probably, fill in if needed.
Yeah.
Do you feel confident with that rotation at all? Like, what's your level of confidence with that rotation? And keep in mind, they are going to get Luis Hill back probably in the middle of the season hopefully, if everything goes as planned. Once they get Luis Hill back, are you confident with the rotation at all?
It's hard to say
with Garrett Cole's absence.
It's hard to say. Like, am I less confident with Cole out? Absolutely. But until we see what these guys are doing and putting out there, like, I couldn't really tell you, because realistically, Rodon can take a step up from last season, and that would be great, right? For him to be in the number 2. The only thing is you're gonna have 2 back-to-back lefties, but whatever. Max Fried, like, if he is what we see on paper, then I think we're in a pretty decent spot. Like a lot of how many teams have 5 studs, on their starting rotation outside of the Dodgers, maybe the Mariners, like even guys like the Red Sox, like they're banking on Walker Buehler. You got Garrett Crochet, but you're still banking on a lot of things to go right. So it's really hard to say. The Yankees just went from having one of the better rotations to having a pretty mediocre one. But if guys like Fried and Rodon can step up and be what the back of their baseball card shows, I think that the Yankees will be good enough, to tread water. And then that's when Cashman has to come in and make the move and decide if he's all in or if he's going to, just go on pure faith and hope of a young team like this and go all in next year. I don't know. There's a lot of questions right now. But until we see it, can't really predict it.
Yeah, the rotation, I feel confident about Max Fried. I liked the stuff in his when he made his spring training debut with the Yankees. I was like, okay, this guy's gonna be awesome. I think Rodon can have another good season, because I think 2024 was an improvement. Obviously over a bad 2023, but he was hurt all of 2023. Stroman, if he can at least hold it down for the first half, I'd be happy with that. Clark Schmidt will be fine. If he could just get around the batting order the third time around, and if the bats can back him up, because there's games where the bats just didn't come through for him and it put pressure on him. And then, Will Warren, if he can pitch like he has been in spring training, great. I feel there is potential with Will Warren. I like what I saw from him in spring training. But I think the starting rotation, if everything goes according to plan, they could hold it down. I know the bullpen have some that are hurt, but again, when it comes to the bullpen, the Yankees do a pretty good job with that. And then it's just the lineup really. But really, with the lineup, I know they're missing Giancarlo, but I feel like they have better options as far as who can fill in the DH spot. Whereas they don't have Jahmai Jones and JD Davises of the world to play the DH role, thank God. But now this time around they have more options, and some of these young guys are showing a lot of potential. So I don't know. I don't know who who'll make the opening day roster, but there is some promise to some of these young players. And I think now, it's these guys that are hurt and that are going to miss time. This is a good opportunity for some of the young guys to step up and see what they're made of. A lot of times us fans, we kept complaining about, on how like the Yankees don't play their young guys and they don't utilize their prospects.
Yeah, you're going in and out right now.
That's been an issue all stream, I guess. So I don't know if you caught anything I said.
I caught most of it outside of the tail end. About like you're saying that the young guys can.
So I was saying that this gives maybe a few of the young guys an opportunity to showcase themselves, and hopefully fans get what they want. Some fans are going to get what they want, because some of us, we do complain about how the Yankees don't utilize their talent of prospects that they have. So here we are now. So
yeah, they're gonna have to step up. They even before these two injuries, I feel like they had to step up. So just be careful what you wish for, guys, because if they start to struggle, then there's the opposite, argument that it's like, oh, Cashman should have went out and got people, before it was too late. So they're gonna complain no matter what. I'm just tired of already reading all the negativity and just giving up on the season already. Like, it hasn't even started. You know what I mean? The Mets made a Cinderella run in the playoffs last year, and that was before Soto. They barely had any starting pitching, so it's like you never know what can happen. And to just give up, that just means like then don't watch any games, guys. Like, at that point, don't watch the games, because then what are you watching for? To come just so that you could be a negative Nancy on the internet? To me, these guys, there's enough young talent that there should be a fire under these dudes. But like I said, Cashman still has to do what he needs to do. So if these young guys are able to get to the trade deadline and look halfway decent, you know what I'm saying, and do enough to be up there at the top of the AL East, or at least in the wild card, then Cashman has to make the move as well. Because I think Graham's saying, like, can a guy like Schmidt or Will Warren pitch, a full season? Like, you can get through the first half fine, but then, it's a long season. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Can those arms keep intact, for the second half of the season? And can we overcome any additional injuries that may flare up in the first half of the season? So I'm just more frustrated with the people that are just already, giving up.
Yeah, I know there's been a lot of negative takes from a lot of fans, right? I think a lot of fans have already given up on the 2025 season, but like you said, the games still need to get played. They still need to go out there and perform. If you're, and I'm right there with you. If you're gonna give up on the season, just don't watch the games at all, because at that point, just get ready for 2026 and forget about 2025. But I know miracles do happen sometimes. Surprises do happen, but again, I don't know how we don't know how things are going to play out. We don't know how things are going to play out. So we got to see how things are going to play out. And again, some of these young guys, they might have to step up, and well, here's an opportunity for them. But we also got to manage our expectations with these young guys too. Don't expect them to come out, out the gate swinging. Like, you got to give them time to adjust to the major league level. And for a couple of these guys, it's going to be, it's going to be a big change for them. But will they be able to step up and overcome it? We got to wait and see. I wish I had I could tell what the future is going to look like, but I don't have that capability. None of us do.
Yeah, you would love to see the young guys step up. I mean, before they were stars with the Yankees, like, Jeter was a prospect that had something to prove. Posada was a prospect that had something to prove. Pettit, Rivera. Like, I'm not expecting these guys to be future Hall of Famers, but they had to make a name for themselves, and I hope that one or two of these guys can do that, because that shifts the entire narrative of the season. Imagine Jason Dominguez comes out and is the absolute stud that people are saying he is. Imagine Austin Wells, has a more consistent season. Like, I think a lot of that factors in, but again, you won't know until you let the season play out. And the fact that people are giving up on that already, and just looking at the projected, this guy's projected average this season due to analytics and statistics is this. So yeah, give up on the season. Like, that's not how it works, unfortunately. I don't know. I'm just extremely frustrated. It's frustrating with the injuries, like, it, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm not ready to give up. There's too many moves that were made. You still got Cody Bellinger. You got to see what that looks like. You got a full year of Jazz Chisholm. You got, another year mature for Austin Wells. Like, there's still things to look forward to. And at the end of the day, you still have one of the best players in baseball in Aaron Judge. So.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this lineup. I mean, Li kind of put out. I mean, he put out the players here. I mean, I don't know if it's not a lineup, but he just put out the players' names. But Austin Wells, Paul Goldschmidt, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, Dominguez, Bellinger, Judge, and a hungry Oswald Peraza. He says at third base, and DH is a question mark. So, I mean, you look at some of these names. These are names that should be able to perform. They should be able to come through and show up, right? I mean, I'm hoping Austin Wells, which he is in the lineup today and in the leadoff spot. I'll pull up the lineup here momentarily. But I think Austin Wells can, he's looked good this spring. I know it's spring training, but I think he can have a good second year. Goldschmidt, as I have kept saying, he's an upgrade over Rizzo. I think he could really help out the Yankees, especially when it comes to hitting left-handed pitchers, because the Yankees were terrible against left-handed pitchers. Chisholm, I'm hoping he has a good year too. I think he can. Volpe, question mark for me. Dominguez, I think can have a good year, but again, manage expectations. Bellinger, Judge, Peraza. I mean, they got guys in the lineup that can make it happen. It's a matter of going out there and playing the games, and hopefully they can make it happen.
You keep cutting out. I'm sorry. I'm like,
I keep cutting out. Nah, you're good. I figured that's why you weren't responding. So
no, it's cool.
I'm just saying, with the lineup that they have right now, with the players that they have, I think a lot of these guys can step up and make something happen. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, a lot of things can happen. I mean, a lot of like I said, the Dodgers won the World Series last year with Yamamoto. I think was the only starting pitcher that started this season with them, because Jack Flaherty was a deadline acquisition, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everything else was basically bullpen games. Granted, the Yankees kind of lost the games as well, but you know what I mean? And their biggest hitters outside of Freeman didn't, like, if you really look at Ohtani's numbers in the World Series, he didn't performed to the back of his baseball card. I don't necessarily. I've blanked out a lot of the World Series, but I don't remember what bets look like. It was their role players, Teoscar Hernandez, Kike Hernandez, like guys like
Yeah,
that. So, and I'm not saying again, I don't want to compare the Dodgers and the Yankees because the Dodgers are light years better than the Yankees structurally. Their roster built the way it's built, but you just never know. The Dodgers went into last season thinking that they were going to have that 5-man rotation in Glass now, and obviously Ohtani, they knew that wasn't going to be able to pitch, but pretty sure they had other starters that they expected to be starting in a World Series scenario, and they didn't. They ended up having just Yamamoto, who was also injured a lot of the season. So, yeah, guys just have to step up. It is what it is. That's as simple as it gets. Like, who it's going to be, that's what's going to be the fun of the season. Find out who's going to be the stars. Judge is going to be the guy. Who else is going to step up and do it? Cody Bellinger's having a great spring training. Let's get it positive. Cody Bellinger's having a great spring training. Austin Wells is having a great spring training. Will Warren's having a great one. Like, there's and I know spring training is sample size and it doesn't necessarily translate to the regular season, but it gives you some positivity.
Yeah, again with the names that they have in the lineup, I think a lot of these names could step up. We know Judge is going to step up. We already know about Aaron Judge. No matter what, if the Yankees are having a good season or a bad season, he's gonna do his job. Bellinger, I think will do his job because of the fact that Bellinger wanted to play for the Yankees, he wanted to be traded. I think it's going to light a fire on I get back because I know he does have an opt out. Again, they have names that can get the job done. It's just a matter of getting the job done and stepping up and rising to the occasion. So that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. Well,
you're good.
We'll see what happens. And you don't think this lights a fire under them? Like, they probably hear all the rumblings where people are giving up on them already because Cole went down. You don't think they're going to be like, let's go out there and prove something? They're coming off of a awful World Series performance. Most of them were ready to just get back out there and, wipe the slate clean, So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's just we're living in a what if world right now. The end of the day, all we can do is wait for opening day and just see how the season plays out. But I'm not giving up on this team. Never, ever.
Yeah, no doubt. And Chia, shout out to the Ace Avenue. What up, Ace? I know he's going to be doing the play-by-play, and congrats on your 2-year anniversary, man. I'm very happy for you.
We have an extremely young team. Holy crap. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
I'm just thinking of our catcher, our third baseman, our shortstop, our second baseman, our left fielder, our center fielder. Extremely young team.
Yeah.
All under 30.
This is what I'm saying. Young players, here's an opportunity for them to prove themselves. And here's a chance for fans to watch these young players because, again, fans used to complain a lot about how the Yankees don't utilize their talent. Well, here we are. So let's see what they can do. But in the meantime, I'm going to pull up this lineup for the Yankees, and I'll pull it up for the Tigers too. And Gleyber Torres is playing today, by the way, for the Tigers.
Apparently, he said something again about the Yankees. Man, he can't keep our name out his mouth anymore.
Yeah, I it's just full of drama. But
there's more shade and shows appreciation to the Tigers.
You want to read this lineup right here?
Yeah, leading off, man, this is looking more and more likely, especially because he's been successful. But leading off, our catcher, Austin Wells. Batting second, our captain, Aaron Judge, and playing right field. Batting third in left field, Cody Bellinger. Cleaning up at first base, Paul Goldschmidt. Batting fifth, center field, Trent Grisham. Batting sixth, the DH, Dom Smith. Batting seventh, shortstop, superstar, prospect, George Lombard Jr. Batting seventh, second baseman, Jorbit Vivas. And batting ninth, at third base, Andrew Velasquez, and Will Warren is on the bump.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And Wink Demand is saying, let's all stay positive about the Cole situation. Yeah, it sucks, but he'll be back next year more dominant than ever. Maybe he'll pitch a perfect game. I love the optimism, man. I love the optimism. I'm like I said, I'm not ready to give up on the season. So
No, not at all.
yeah, I'm not giving up on the season. But what am I doing here? There we go. But yeah, so as far as the lineup goes, though, yeah, Austin Wells leading off. I mean, that's been a thing. I'm wondering if that's who they're going to roll with for opening day for leadoff. I mean, I know it's not official because originally they were talking about Jazz Chisholm or Dominguez, but I don't know. It seems like Austin Wells has been playing. He's been playing. He's been looking good, so far.
I think it's going to depend on the pitching matchups. If it's a righty, they'll probably have him be leadoff. If it's a lefty, they'll probably put him down in the lineup. Because I do know they like the lefty situation. So you have him, Judge, then Belly, then probably Goldschmidt. So I can see that happening. They rotate it based on who they're going up against, whether it's a left-handed pitcher or a right-handed pitcher. So yeah, I mean, he's doing well, right? He's having a pretty solid spring training, so it seems to be working.
We're talking about Austin Wells.
Yeah.
No doubt. No, he's definitely having a good spring training. I have zero issues in how he's been playing or how he's been doing. So now he's been playing well. Li says to me, and now the Yankees fans are complaining about giving our young guys a chance. It makes zero sense. Well, Li, I don't know what to tell you, man.
There's always something to complain about, Li. It's
yeah, they're always gonna exactly. It's true.
They're gonna say that the season's over already because we don't have Cole, right? But then when, let's just say, the young guys don't perform, then they're gonna crap on them and be, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but they're setting this idea that playoffs are off the table. But then if that means that your team's not performing properly, like, well, so then they're gonna crap on them when they're not performing well. And it's like, but didn't you set this expectation already? Like, there's always something to complain about.
No, they're always gonna, fans are always gonna complain about something. They're just always gonna complain about something. It never ends. It never ends. The team could go 162-0. The fans are still gonna complain about something. I mean, that's just the way it's gonna go, unfortunately.
Yeah. So look at spring training. Austin Wells in 16 at bats. Again, very tiny sample size, but 16 at bats, 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, 375 average, 412 on base percentage, 1.225 OPS. Pretty solid. And I think he started like 3 games in the leadoff spot.
Yeah, I'll take those numbers. If he can have those type of numbers in the regular season, shoot, I'll sign me up. I'll take that any day of the week, no doubt. But let's see. I'm gonna pull up the Tigers lineup real quick. I know the game starts in about 15 minutes, so I know folks are gonna go check the game out. But let me do that lineup here. So it looks like they got Gleyber Torres leading off. Kerry Carpenter playing right field. Riley Green playing left. Spencer Torkelson DH and Colt Keith first base. Trey Sweeney shortstop, former Yankee. So we got a couple of former Yankees. Dylan Dingler at the dish. Jace Young at third base. And then Ryan Kreidler playing center field. He'll be batting ninth. And Kenta Maeda looks like is the starting pitcher. So, like Kent said, this will be a test for Will Warren.
Oh yeah,
because this is their their A team pretty much. So let's see how Will Warren does. But how do you think he'll do? What do you think he does today?
I think he continues to have a stellar spring training. I think he'll go probably 3 innings. You know, those guys will work the count more, so I feel like he'll go 3 innings, 50 pitches. Maybe give up a run. Uh, I want to say 3 strikeouts. So, yeah.
That's kind of I think he'll go 50 pitches.
Yeah.
I think he'll go 50 pitches. I'm right there with you on the strikeouts. Probably get a run, give up a run. So yeah, I'm right there with you. And I think he'll issue a walk too. I think he'll go 3 strikeouts and a walk. Stephen B is saying 5 innings, 1 run, 5 strikeouts, 0 walks. I mean, shoot, if he does that, I'll take it.
Me too.
If he goes 5 innings, but I think he'll go 3. Nosebleed saying 3 to 4 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 1 to 2 runs, 2 walks. And shout out to the Ace. He's dropping Erica's YouTube channel there. So,
oh yeah, thank you. I went on a little mini rant yesterday. I posted something about the Yankees injuries and what it means.
I watched it. So.
Yeah. I had just gotten home from a baby shower and I was just like so pent up with everything, and so I have like this blazer on, like whatever. I was like, I need to get this out. It's pretty emotional. Like it's an emotional rant, but I think it's how all Yankee fans feel. It's just like you just hope somebody steps up. Like you guys gotta, you weren't. If losing Cole is the difference between you winning a World Series and not winning a World Series, then I don't know if this team was built correctly. You know what I mean? Like I get having an ace is very important in the playoffs. Trust me, and having an ace every 5 games. But if that's the make or break for you winning a World Series, I don't know if you were winning a World Series in the first place. We had him last year and we didn't do it.
Yeah,
but we only had him for half the
professional
season.
Looking Erica venting yesterday, nosebleeds.
Yeah,
this is true. Yeah, I mean they still held it down.
So the only difference is we had heel.
Yo, Ace, drop your.
Sorry, it's like lagging.
No, you're good.
So
You're good. Go ahead. You're good.
No. I was just saying, like last year, we were able to do it without Cole the first half of the year because we had heel step up. So who's going to be the guy this year? Like, is Will Warren going to be that guy? Yeah, I don't think Stroman will be the guy. Stroman will just eat innings. But is it Rodon? Does Rodon take the extra step? Like, we'll see. It's the beauty of baseball. You get to play a game you play a game basically every day, and every day you go out there.
It is the beauty of baseball.
So, still really excited for the season. Bummed,
Wink
yes, but excited.
Oh yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm still excited because baseball season is right around the corner. So I'm ready. Like we've been waiting for this all year and I'm not gonna just waste it and be like, who cares? Like we've been waiting for it all year. The off season is boring for some of us. So I'm ready. I'm ready for the year to begin. I'm ready for the season to start. Let's see. And yeah, that's Ace's. Is this your live stream for today's show there, Ace? Go check out his play-by-play today. Ace is doing a play-by-play. It's his 2-year anniversary. Shout out to him.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't
what up,
I don't
Jason?
have anything on my work schedule, Ace. Just saying I could join sometimes.
Oh, that's the link to the 2-year anniversary stream. Sweet, man. Let's go. Congrats. Yeah, that's exciting. But who hits a home run today? What do we got for home runs?
I'll go Aaron Judge again. I think he's gonna be like, I gotta put this team on my back again. It'll be the start of an incredible run. Granted, it's spring training, but it'll be like the start of a positivity again in Yankee land.
I'm gonna go. Let's see. Susan's saying Dom Smith is gonna hit a homer. I think Cody Bellinger will hit a homer today.
It's a good
Let's
guess.
see. I always like to pick a random name.
Joba Vivas?
Yeah, that's exactly who I was going
I knew
for.
you were gonna.
Heck yeah, why not? Let's
I don't
go
blame you.
Vivas. Yeah. Nosebleed's got Wells Smith Velasquez. DM is saying Wells gets one. Yeah, that'll be cool. Wells and Lombard Jr. by Stephen B. I think he meant to say Lombard, but he put Lumbar.
Lumbar. And maybe it is Lumbar. Maybe we will be calling him Lumbar because he's gonna be holding up this team middle of the season. Not just kidding. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he'll be on the team this year. But
who's that?
who knows?
Oh, Lombard? Yeah, nah.
Yeah. We'll be calling him George Lumbar because he'll be holding up the team. You know what I mean? Be the stability.
Yeah, Lombard by Steve-O. Ken saying Goldie for the dinger. And Ace is saying to you, we can definitely collab when the season drops. Erica. For to get a new.
I don't use StreamYard because I haven't.
Can't trust StreamYard. Yeah, truth.
I haven't unlocked this level of stream yet. I just kind of record stuff and throw it on YouTube, but so I haven't sent them an angry email. But I can, if you need me to.
ASAP, but thank you for reminding me. I am going to definitely send my angry email right after this, and I'm going to make sure it's tattooed to my brain so I don't forget, because I am a little bit frustrated with StreamYard. It's absolutely annoying. And I know it ain't my internet because I use my Wi-Fi on this laptop, on my phone, on my tablet, and it's not a problem. So I know internet's not a problem. I think it is yard. Right on cue. Exactly, Ace. Never ends, dude. Never ends. It's annoying. But what do you think about the score today? Today's score.
Well, I think Gleyber Torres is gonna hit a home run. Let's see the score though. It'll be 7-4. Yankees lose.
7-4 Yankees lose. All right. So Erica's on the losing side.
Yeah.
All right, 7-4.
If they're gonna lose games, I don't care about. I'm fine with that.
I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win 6-4. Susan says Glaber's gonna drop the ball.
Drop a ball.
Yeah, let's hope so. Sean Browning saying 10-3.
I love Gleyber, man. I know he got a lot of slack, but I always liked him.
No, I like Gleyber. I have no issues with Gleyber Torres. It's just the guy did cost us games last season, unfortunately. I mean, it's just a fact.
I already saw somebody.
Defensively, he was just
I already saw somebody saying we should have paid him on the internet yesterday. I'm like, here we go. That's why I stay off.
Oh boy. Oh man. Whatever. Nosebleed's thinking 7-5. Stephen B is saying 5-2. All right.
How about we just have a good game? Nobody gets hurt.
I'll say 6-4. Exactly. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, just come out. Yeah. We don't want nobody getting hurt. What do we got for? What are you doing for food? Are you doing lunch?
It's actually gorgeous outside, so I'm thinking of taking a trip somewhere and grabbing some lunch. But I want a panini. They make a really good paninis down the road from me, and I might hit them up.
Okay, panini. What's everybody else doing for lunch? I'm not even hungry right now, so
sick to your stomach from all the injuries.
Yeah. I was laying in bed, like holding my stomach, like I can't take this no more. Nosebleed saying tuna salad on croissant. Okay,
that sounds really good. On a croissant, I don't know, but hey, man, I never tried it. It sounds good.
Yeah, on a croissant, I never tried that. That's it. Maybe one day. Stephen B says wrap, protein bar, and fiber bar having iced tea peach. Dev Finch is having chicken nuggets. Sean Browning is having grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, keeping it simple.
Love it.
Cool. What's everybody else doing for food before we close it out? Because the game is going to start here in the next few. So
4 minutes.
4 minutes. 4 minutes. But yeah, no, I just hope, for today's game, I hope Will Warren goes out and pitches a good game, and hopefully the lineup comes through. So hopefully the lineup plays a good game, and we'll see. Yeah, we'll see we'll see who they substitute. We'll see who plays in today's game. So Ray's saying turkey burger. Susan saying yogurt, always on another diet. Funny. Jason Rivers is saying pizza and chicken tenders. And Erica's tired. She is yawning.
Yeah, I'm actually really hungry now. I need some protein.
No doubt. And yes, and John's going to stick with his carnivore. I heard that. Yeah, let's just hope we get a win today. But, again, it's spring training. We're not gonna stress too much about the games, but it's still fun to watch because baseball's back.
Baseball.
And we're 17 days away from opening day, so we are getting that much closer to opening day. Still getting excited. I'm hoping for I'm hoping for some big things this season, of course. But stay tuned, folks. But I do appreciate everybody coming on, even with all the problems. Thank you for your patience. It's frustrating. Trust me, it's frustrating for me. So I'm not trying to provide a bad experience from anybody or for anybody. So I do apologize. Erica, as always, love having you on. Thanks for coming on. Yeah. But go get your panini. I got to go take care of some things. But yeah, everybody have a good day. Make sure you all subscribe to Erica's channel. Right, let's continue growing her channel out. Let's hit that. Let's get her to that 1,000 this season, people. Let's get her to 1,000. It's called That's Baseball Erica. Let's get her to that 1,000, and let's continue subscribing to this channel, The Strike Zone. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, share this channel out with everybody you know. Greatly appreciate it. Go enjoy the game. Go enjoy your day. See you all next time. Peace.
Bye.
Get down.